To talk wind spell, we're bringing in Johno by phone. Johno, how are you? Where do we find you this morning?
Good morning, Aidan. Yeah, good. At the races, mate, right now, to be honest. Got one in the first, so gearing up, ready to go.
Oh, good, yeah, nice and organised. That's good to see. Talking about the one in the first, can you give us a quick steer on that one? How will it go?
Yeah, she should run well. She's a bit patchy, the old form with her. She's a Z that actually wants a dry track, so a couple of wet tracks found her out last time, but a lot stronger this time. I'd just be looking for her to sort of get back and hit the line good and look for over 10 furlongs next time, and that'll be more to her liking.
Okay, wide draw, $9. Do we take that?
Look, the place bet would probably be a better way to go with her today, just because she's going to probably get to a hopeless position from the draw, I'd imagine.
Okay, we're just having a look at the trial now. We've sort of started on Punter meter. What did you make of the Foxton effort?
Yeah, well, she's always had a little bit of ability. She's won a few trials and she's shown glimpses of some nice stuff. But every time she has gone well, the track's been better, and then being a Z, you sort of start to run them on the wetter stuff, and she just doesn't go in it. So, yeah, I think the dry track today is going to be ideal, and mile first up, so we just be a bit conservative. And as I say, she has got something there, and it's just about sort of trying to get it out of her. So if she's good late and, as I say, gets 10 furlongs next time, we'll be pretty close to it.
You see, the Carters have been great supporters of yours, haven't they, Johno?
Yeah, definitely. Look, if you don't have these big owners behind you, in a tough game as it is, so if you don't have the big owners behind you with some nicely bred horses and some nice investment, it's very, very hard to get ahead for yourself and stay relevant.
Talking about big owners, a couple of my mates in the ownership of Cade Miller-Fulcher, boys from Ashburton, Simon Adlam and Willie Murney and Neville and Phil Prendergast, and you got them a winner last time out. How's she gone on since then?
Yeah, she's gone. She's improved. Look, she steps up to 72 grade, but drops 1.5 kilos. Pretty hopeful. She runs very well again today. Look, she's a mare that she has a bit of class about her. When she wins well, and sort of near too. When she hits form, she holds form. So the key to her is obviously dry ground, getting over a bit of a trip, and drawn to get a beautiful run today. So I'd expect her to be very, very competitive.
It was a really positive ride from Lisa Allpress last time on her, wasn't it? I think, has she now found the formula to Cade Miller-Fulcher, do you think?
Yeah, look, she's pretty straightforward. She has good, clean gate speed. When they draw where she's been drawing, she'll be able to get a nice run, 1-1, something like that, and she's just going to, I'm thinking she's going to be climbing up into the bridle at about the 3 furlong mark, and she just needs some clear running to show her best, and hopefully she can take that next step that we think she can.
If she does continue to progress the way that you're hoping, Johno, do you start setting the bar a bit higher, and have you got aims for her?
Yeah, look, you've got the Manawatu Cup here, the Martin Cup, the Wellington Cup. There's all these races, and over the summer months that should sort of suit her. But obviously she needs to keep stepping up. She can get into one of those races down on the minimum. She's a nicely bred filly, so some black type somewhere along the line would be ideal for her. Yeah,
exactly. Shamrock's mum ran fifth, and I think a Copeland's Bakery's Mile went into that race just about unbeaten, I think. So, yeah, she was really well bred too. Let's have a look at the feature today, and it is the J. Turkington Forestry Waipine Bulls Country Cup. And Rockenwood comes up a 225 favourite with Windspell at 420 and 150. Obviously, the form to start off the preparation behind Melody Bell first class. What happened in the Toorak, Johno?
Yeah, look, we just don't really know, to be honest. High pressure race. Maybe we rode him a touch close, but no fault of Mick's. He rode him how he was told. He just didn't fire. Look, I don't know. He's a bit older now, but we've brought him home. He pulled stumps, brought him home. He had a jump out a couple of weeks ago. He's very impressive. He's happy. We've taken the blinkers off, just trying something different with him. Can sometimes get a little bit stagnant wearing blinkers every time they go to the races. Shuts them down, maybe. Just trying something, changing it up. But look, his work's been very sharp. He looks $1 million, and obviously he comes up against a horse there that's got a huge reputation. And I went through the form of that horse last night, and there's no doubt he's very smart. Yeah. And he looks a very up and coming horse. So yeah, look, the two of them look like it's going to be a good battle. Hopefully we can get a nice run and get it done.
Yeah, we're just looking at the fourth place in the Windsor Park Plate and behind Melody Bell, which was a decent effort, especially after things went wrong at the start of that race. You just mentioned about the blinkers coming on. Is he a horse who does have a few tricks, or does need that sort of perking up about him, or is he otherwise pretty straightforward?
He's pretty straightforward. But look, he's a bull. He's 6 years old. He can have that tendency to be a bit lethargic away from the machine and just lacks the early pace, and he can get into some awkward spots in his races, and I think that's hugely contributed to him only winning 3 races. But we just thought we'd change it up. Look, we had the blinkers off at the jump out, so they pinged out first. So he's he seems in a great equal to probably what he was at the Hawke's Bay Carnival, and I think that hopefully should be good enough for today. It's just a case of whether we can top the up and coming horse in the race.
Okay, Stable Apprentice goes on Charlotte O'Byrne, so down to 59 kilograms. How important is the rider here?
Yeah, look, 59's, he's not a big colt, but 61's a bit much, and Charlotte's been riding really well. So, look, it doesn't look too tricky a ride for her. If she just sort of gets him into a nice spot midfield somewhere with some cover and presents him down the middle, hopefully he's good enough and can take care of the rest. Okay,
and as a Captain Cook Stakes trial, what are you wanting to see today?
Oh, look, you're here to win a race like this. Although it's, really realistically $35,000, I think it is for these open horses, isn't a hell of a lot. It's a little bit disappointing, but you got to go somewhere. So we're here to win the race because it doesn't affect his weight or anything. Obviously, going into the weight for age Captain Cook. So we want to get some confidence with the horse, and we want a really good run from him today.